Hey guys, so I'm back with this dang mic because it's the only one that works. But anyway, welcome to another video. It's kind of a sad one, and I had a different video idea for today. I was going to be reading the World Compendium, this one, which I realized I was saying compendium wrong. I missed an entire letter somehow. But yeah, I was going to be reading this, but the video ended up taking way longer to edit than I thought it would, and I procrastinated too long and I couldn't edit it in time, so I'm sorry about that. I will hopefully get it done by tomorrow. But in the meantime, I wanted to make a video talking about just the Cyberpunk situation. I thought it would get better. I thought patches would come out. It's gonna be fine. The AI will get fixed for the cops. Um, and glitches will be patched and all that kind of stuff. Well, bugs and glitches. Well, that's not entirely true. So from Sony, who actually, let me just say real quick, Sony removed Cyberpunk from PSN for PS4 and PS5. That's crazy. I mean, this game was running fine on PS5, but not on PS4. And they had, I think it was CD Projekt Red that had a trailer of uh, PC on ultra settings showing off PS4. So that was a complete lie. And I'll get to a tweet in that for that in a second. But Sony released a tweet saying SIE, Sony Interactive Incorporated. I don't know. No, wait, that's an I. Never mind. Anyway, they strive to ensure a high level of customer satisfaction, and we will begin to offer full refund for all gamers who have purchased Cyberpunk 2077 via PlayStation Store and want a refund. Please visit the following link to initiate the refund. And it's right there. So that's really sad to see. This has never happened with like any game, any big game, right? Any game that has taken a decade to make. I mean, that's crazy. Like they removed it from the PSN store. I don't have a PlayStation. The only two people I know who have a PlayStation aren't really affected by this. One of them already bought the game like a hard disk, and then the other one's probably just gonna buy it on a disc as well. But it just hurts. It stings to see that they're removing it from the PSN store. So you can still buy it as a physical copy, but as for like digitally, you can't. That sucks. I also saw something where the Microsoft Store has a warning saying that the game is incredibly buggy. So that's also kind of suspicious. Microsoft may do the same, and that really does suck. And I will pull up the tweet that CD Projekt Red said in just a sec. And by just a second, I mean like right now. So I'm going to be reading their first tweet, which was talking about the refunds in general. And what prompted Sony, not PlayStation, Sony to remove Cyberpunk from the PSN store. So anyway, first of all, we would like to start by apologizing to you for not showing the game on base last-gen consoles before it premiered, and in consequence, not allowing you to take or to make a more informed decision about your purchase. We should have paid more attention to making it play better on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. No dip. It runs absolutely horrid, I've heard. One of my friends is actually having a pretty alright time with the game. I have no idea how, and I'm going to make a video with him talking about that for sure, so you guys can hear it firsthand account. Anyway, second, we will fix bugs and crashes and improve the overall experience. The first round of updates has just been released, and the next one is coming within the next 7 days. This was a few days ago, so it's coming, guys. It's coming. Expect more, as we will update frequently whenever new improvements are ready. After the holidays, we'll continue working. We'll release 2 large patches, starting with patch number 1 in January. This will be followed by patch number 2 in February. Together, these should fix most prominent problems gamers are facing on last-gen consoles. We will be informing you about the content of each patch ahead of their release. This won't make the game on last gen look like it's running on a high-end PC or next gen console, but it will be closer to the experience to that experience than it is now. So yeah, it's gonna look crappy because it's 7-year-old hardware, but it'll run nice at least. That's what they're saying. Finally, we would also like everyone. We would also, yes, I was reading that right. Finally, we would like. Give me a second here. All right, sorry about that. Finally, we would also like everyone who buys our game to be satisfied with their purchase. We would appreciate it if you would give us a chance. But if you are not pleased with the game on your console and don't want to wait for updates, you can opt to refund your copy. For copies purchased digitally, please use the refund system of PSN or Xbox respectively. For box versions, please first try to get a refund at the store where you bought the game. Uh, should this not be possible, please contact us at helpmerefund at cdprojectred.com, and we will do our best to help you. Starting from today, you can contact us for up to a week until December 21st, 2020. Humbly, and then it's a bunch of people. P.S. PC gamers will also be getting regular updates and bug and fixes improving the game. So a couple things about that. Just real quick. One, I'm glad they're making an effort, but it's still crappy that they have to make that effort. Two, their team's probably going to go down, and by that I mean like a bunch of people are going to quit. So they're not going to have that many hands to work with. Three, my internet is absolutely horrible. So this is bad news for me when they have to release a bunch of updates that are going to be like gigabytes big, right? I mean, like the day one patch was 47 gigabytes. You know, what does that mean for the future? Like every week there's going to be a 1 gig, like a, like a 10 gigabyte update. I can't catch up with that. My internet sucks, so it sucks for me, and it affects me as well. And this whole situation is bad, but it gets worse. So allegedly, the CEO of CD Projekt Red was also questioned about all this, and I'm pretty sure that he was saying he takes full blame. I can't, find the exact statement or anything, but he takes a lot of the blame for it. And some executives were saying that they're going to do their best to have better management for the company, but they didn't really elaborate on it. So it's just kind of like, yeah, we're going to do something, but we're not really going to tell you what we're going to do. A lot of people working at CD Projekt Red were also kind of rebelling and asking a lot of questions, like blatantly, saying, "Hey, what the heck?" And this game was obviously really rushed, and that interests me because, this is a game that has been in development for 10 years. How could you rush it? And honestly, as a procrastinator, I sort of understand, but also this is a game company. This is not like a teenager in high school, right? These are real people with real games and real money that we're talking about here, and they're just dilly-dallying. What were they doing for the last 8 years, right? Instead of actually developing a good game, they were just kind of like, yeah, whatever Witcher, it's just good that they, focused on big games like that. The Witcher 3 was, I heard that it was a really, really good game. And the launch wasn't as bad as Cyberpunk, but still, I mean, like, 10 years they had to develop this game, and it turns out like this. That's just crazy. And like I said, the situation's only getting worse, and it's bad news for me. It's bad news for CD Projekt Red. It's bad news for everyone else who has it on like PlayStation or was planning to get it on PlayStation. But I have heard a couple good things. I heard that a lot of the systems are really fun. I heard the story is pretty all right. And my my mom actually went to a GameStop to buy some Cyberpunk related merch. I have no idea what it is. She just told me that she got one for my friend and I, Michael, who I don't know if I've had a video with yet. But I don't know what it is because it's the exact same thing. She's not going to spoil it. Anyway, so she was talking about Cyberpunk to him, obviously, saying, hey, my son bought the game. And then the guy was like, oh, yeah, same. And he said that the game was really fun and that interaction with like Johnny Silverhand is really cool too. So that's good to hear that someone's enjoying the game. And I hear a lot of people saying that they're enjoying the game. It's just there's glaring flaws in it. Like, it's good, but then there's just a bunch of cons. Um, and it's not stable. Like, you have the game, it's good, but it's got holes. It's like an apple with a worm in it. It's got holes, and you wouldn't really want to eat that. Like, there's parts that are fine, and then there's parts that you just don't even want to look at. Um, Especially the AI. I think I already talked about this, but um, again, something that can be fixed, something that can be improved. But with everything going on right now, it being removed from the PlayStation Store, the dev team maybe even quitting, and the stock just plummeting, I think this game is not going to survive. I think this is it. I mean, it's hard to say it. It sucks to say it, but I don't know if this game is going to make it out alive. So, yeah. Last thing, there was one comment I read somewhere where it was like, people saying, or someone asked, "Is the game really that bad?" I haven't really heard anything about it. All I've heard is just that it's bad. And someone said, if you want a game with a good story, and you don't mind bugs and all that kind of stuff, and you just want a good role playing game, it's a good game. But if you were expecting it to be the game that CD Projekt Red promised it to be, then you're gonna be disappointed. And that it really got me thinking, like, yeah, that's true, because they really did promise a lot, and for some things they did really follow through, and it was amazing. But the overall structure of the game just, it's not good. It's like trying to build the iPhone. It's like trying to build a skyscraper on a toothpick. It just doesn't work for them. But anyway, that's all I have for today, and see you guys tomorrow with my reading of the World Compendium.